We're moving right along on this Penny Hunt and Fill series. This is already episode number 20, and this is box number 26. I will say, I'm excited about hunting this box because it's another Connecticut box, thanks to Penny Hunter. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another episode of my Penny Hunt and Fill series. Now, I will say at the start, I do actually have two boxes, but these Connecticut boxes have fared so well, I figured why not separate them to keep the video from being too long. Well, it's going to be a long video. Hopefully we have good finds in this box, and hopefully we add some more scents to our album. Now, that being said, as I always say, if you've missed the first 19 episodes, please check out the playlist I have linked down below in the video description as well as up here before watching this one. That way you don't have any spoilers of what we've already accomplished. If you are caught up, you'll recall that this Penny album has 234 spots, of which we have now filled 157 spots. We're missing the two small dates from 1960 and 1970, and we have a handful of wheat scents still to find in the 40s and 50s. But once we go from 1939S and back, we do have quite a few spots, although I'm pleased with the progress we've made. Now that we're all caught up on where we're at in the book, it's time to do a live opening on the box. Let me slide this aside, open this top up here in a second, and we'll take a peek if we have any enders. All right, I will tell you, we know it's circulated pennies because we could tell by the holes in the bottom, and I saw quite a bit of copper, and I think I even spied a wheat scent ender, but we didn't take too much time taking a look at it. Let's go ahead and pop the top and see if we have any goodies on this side before we get too excited about what's inside. All right, taking a quick peek. I don't see anything that says wheat scent, Indian head scent, anything like that. But we got quite a bit of copper, and for those that recollect, the Northeast boxes seem to be loaded with a lot more copper than I get in my area. I do see that we have a damaged hold scent right here, and it could be in the 1980s or 1990s. All right, let's get the crack and rolls. You guys know the drill. We'll be opening up these rolls looking for anything that is a wheat scent, Indian head scent, variety, proofs, foreigns, you name it, and I'll be using my Lincoln penny mat to help me sort the finds and check for the varieties. Because this is a Northeast box, we'll see a lot more Philadelphia minted coins, and there are quite a few of Philadelphia minted scents that have varieties we can search for. I'll bring you guys in on the first find if and when I have one. Well, we're off and running because roll number 2 is going to provide a wheat scent, and it's reverse facing. And this one is going to be a 1926. Wow. A 95-year-old wheat scent right now. First find of the box. I'm pretty sure we have the 26 if I recall, but always good seeing a 20s wheat scent right off the bat in the box. Roll number 8, wheat scent number 2. This one is going to be a 1956 Philadelphia. Roll number 11, wheat scent number 3 is facing us. It's a 1956 Denver, wheat scent number 3. We're on roll 14, and we're going to have our 4th wheat scent of the hunt, and this one is a 1948 Philadelphia. Well, it has been a bit, but we're on roll number 31, and we will finally get our 5th wheat scent of the box, and this one's going to be your standard 1944 Philadelphia. Roll 34, wheat scent number 6. It's going to be a 1952, that might be an S, and I don't know if we have a 52S. I know we need some of the 50s S's, just a couple of them though, but we'll hold on to that and take a look at the album later. Wheat scent number 6, San Francisco minted. Roll 35, and we've got wheat scent number 7. This is going to be a 1941 Philly, so we get to place it under the scope and look for any of the doubling at the date on the word Liberty and or the motto, which I am not seeing. So it's just a 1941 Philly, and we've already got that one. Roll 37 is going to give us wheat scent number 8 because it's the ender I thought I saw on the bottom side. So we get to open up this roll and see what year the ender is. That wheat cent ender looks pretty good, so it's probably going to be in the 50s. But it's not. It's actually a 1940, and it's in pretty nice shape. We'll definitely take that one, although I'm pretty sure we have that one as well. Roll number 42, wheat cent number 9. Facing us, pretty nice 1957 Denver. Newest, or I guess youngest, wheat cent of the hunt so far. Roll number 47, we finally reached double-digit wheat cents, and I think this is an S mint, and it is. And if I recall, we recently got a 48S. I'll have to double-check. This one's got a little damage, but 48S nonetheless, and I will take that because that does make 10. Well, we finished that Connecticut State Penny box, box 26 of the hunt, and we had kind of a light box for the Connecticut boxes. Typically, I see a little bit more than we found, but 10's not a bad number. That being said, because I expected the box to be a little bit hotter, and because I have the sister box to this hunt, I may as well go ahead and include it with this hunt. I think what I'm going to do is clear away the box, get the other box on the counter, and do a live opening on it as well. I will point out that we had our usual 2/3, maybe 3/4 cup of copper. So pretty good once again, but not as much as we sometimes get. And we had a lot of Canadians as usual. We started off with that 1926 Philadelphia minted wheat cent, and I thought it was going to be a hot box, but it didn't pan out that way. Either way, we have pretty good finds after one box, and because it's not a whole bunch, like I said, we'll marry the hunt to the other sister box. Let me go ahead and clear away this and the discards and dump out the copper, and we'll get the box up here for a live opening and combine the hunts. All right, box number 27. Got this box along with the other one from Penny Hunter. Another Connecticut box, wrapped in the same fashion, has the same stamp on it. Let's see if I can get it open, and let's see if we have any enders. I didn't see anything from the bottom side at a quick peek. Boy, was I wrong. But we got the top sides to look at. All right, box is a little bit beat up from transit. Definitely, once again, looks like there's a lot of copper. And I don't know if we have any older enders in here. It looks like we've got a wheat cent ender right there. I didn't even notice it because it looked like it was damaged, but that is definitely a wheat cent ender, but that's not until the back of the box. Another good sign, although we had a wheat cent ender in the first box and it didn't produce more than 10 wheat cents in total. You guys know the drill. We'll continue the hunt. Roll 51 of the hunt, and let's add some more wheats. Roll number 2 of the box, wheat cent number 11 of the hunt. And that's going to be a 1945 Philadelphia. Roll number 4. Wheat cent number 12, it's another 57 Denver, and it's the second time it was just facing me just like that. 57D, a dozen wheats. Well, this might be a better box because we're on roll number 6, and I haven't seen the date, but that is looking like a wheat cent. I really can't see the date right now. I got to bring it up to the light, but look how slick it is. And when I flattened out the roll, I see we have another wheat cent right there. So assuming no post-mint damage, this has got to be a wheat cent, and it is 1917, and it could be a 1917 Denver. I see something right here. I'll have to do some diagnostics on where the mint marks are, but it looks like it has a mint mark. I don't think that's an S. Man, it could be an S too. Or it could be nothing and I'm just seeing damage. But either way, it's definitely a 1917. Possible mint mark. Let me do some research and find out if that is a 17D or a 17S or just a 17 at this angle. It looks like we're just going to have to call it a 17. But I'll double check that. That's wheat cent number 13. And back here we have another one. And this is going to be another 1940 Philadelphia with some damage. All right. Let me do a little research on that, see if there is in fact a mint mark, and I'll bring you back. All right, I've looped it. I've looked at everything. I'm seeing things. It's just a 1917 Philly. I was hoping it had a mint mark mainly because we have a 17P. We don't have any other 17D or S's, so we were praying, but it doesn't have a mint mark. Still a teens wheat cent, and 14 now for the hunt through only 56 rolls. Roll number 7, wheat cent number 15, and there's a mint mark on it, and it's a 45S. Man, I don't know if we need it, but love seeing those S mint marks. Roll 9, wheat cent number 15, and it's going to be a 1941. So once again, we will be checking for any doubling. And I don't see it, but it's always good to look. I have found a couple of varieties from this year, but not this time. Roll 12, wheat cent 17 is going to be our first one from the 30s. We've been struggling to find these, but I'm pretty sure we have a 35 Philadelphia. It's a pretty common date. Still a nice find, though. We need more from the 30s, hopefully in this box. Roll 13, we're going to have our 18th wheat cent, and it's another S minted 44. We don't need that one, I don't think. But man, we are finding S minted wheat cents in the Northeast boxes, and we like seeing those for sure. Roll 16, not a wheat cent this time, another foreign and not Canadian. We've got Un Centésimo de Balboa with the Raca on the front, 2018. We like finding foreign coins, and we're finding a lot of Canadians. Same roll, and we had a damaged coin, and I couldn't see the date, and I flipped it around and saw it was a wheat cent. So I looked again, and I think I see a 1919, although heavily corroded, and we don't need a 1919 without a mint mark for sure. But 2 teens wheat cents, who cares the condition, makes for fun finds. Just cracked open roll 18, and we're going to have our 10th wheat cent of this box. And to put it in perspective, we're going to have 10 wheat cents after 18 rolls, and the first box, we got our 10th in roll 47, I believe. So that's cool. This is going to be a good box for sure. It's already a good box. And wheat cent 20, is that a 55S? Holy cow, it is, and I'm 99% sure we need a 55S. And again, another S-minted wheat cent in this box. Crazy. We'll definitely take that. Roll 21 of box 2. Wheat cent 21 of the hunt. It's another 1941. We got to check it. And I don't see any doubling. Still a nice 41 wheat cent, though. Roll 22 will have a wheat cent ender. Didn't see it from the hole in the bottom, but definitely see it now. So let's unveil it. Wheat cent ender, wheat cent 22, a 1946. Pretty good strike on that 6. Normally it's soft. We'll take it. Same roll. Wheat cent 23, a 1953 Denver. Still the same roll, and yet another wheat cent, another 1941. This will make wheat cent number 24 of the hunt and 14th of the box. We're just double checking for any of the doubling, which I still don't see. Holy smokes, 14 wheat cents in 22 rolls. Roll 28, wheat cent number 25 is a 1956 Denver. And we've got another Canadian behind it. 1972. Just grabbed roll 29 out of the box, and we're going to have wheat cent number 26 because that's another ender. That means this box will have 2 enders so far, plus we have the other ender, at least 3 enders. Wheat cent number 26. A 1948 Philadelphia. Well, we're going to have our 4th wheat cent ender because this is the 3rd so far, and we have that other one. Grab the rollout. It's a 1950 Philadelphia. That ender is going to have a friender. Wheat cent number 27 of the hunt is that 1950 Philadelphia. And just a few coins behind it, we have another wheat cent for 28. And that's another 1941. Man, if we look at enough of them, we may find ourselves another DDO. But that's not going to be one. Still, 28 wheat cents through 80 rolls. 18 in this box through 30 rolls. Roll 35. We now have 29 wheat cents. This was just a 1942. Although it's in pretty nice shape, we do have it. and I'll take it and add it to the board. Roll 36 of the box is going to give us our 30th wheat cent of the hunt, but more importantly, the 20th of this box. And it's a pretty nice 1952 Denver. Could be an upgrader, and it goes somewhere on this board. I think there. Roll 37, wheat cent 31, 1956 Denver. We're on roll number 39, and now we have wheat cent number 32 of the hunt. Has a pretty nice finish, and it's a pretty nice 1947. If we don't need that one, we'll probably use it as an upgrade. Even though it's not red, it's definitely in that mint-state range, but it's brown. Roll 42 is going to have wheat cents 33 and 34. The 33rd one is another 1941. Of course, you know we have to take a look at the date, at Liberty, and at the motto to see if we have any doubling, which we don't, but we'll still take another 1941 all day. And then the second wheat cent that I saw peeking out, wheat cent 34. Got a little bit of damage on it. Could be older though, it's pretty slick. And I think that's a 1918. And it is. And I don't remember if we have it. I'm pretty sure we do. But I'll take another teens wheat cent in the box. Too bad another Philadelphia one. But that's 3 teens wheat cents found in the hunt. 34 for the whole hunt. And 92 rolls searched with 8 more to go. Roll 43. Wheat cent 35. That makes 25 for the box. Just a 1945 Philadelphia. Roll 44, and we have another 30s wheat cent. It's going to be wheat cent number 36. But of course, it's another 1935 Philadelphia. 2 35s, the only 2 from the 30s. We finally made it to roll 46, which just so happens to be that damaged wheat cent ender. It'll be number 37 of the hunt, 27th of the box. Let's get in it, see what year it is, and see if it has any company. That wheat cent ender, 1945, Philadelphia. Roll 49 is going to give us wheat cent number 38 of the hunt. Looks like it's been cleaned. And it's a 44 Denver. We'll check it for the D over S, but with it being cleaned, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. And it's not. Roll number 50, wheat cent number 39. A 1953 Denver, and we still have a chance at cracking 40. Well, we finished that box, and while we didn't get 40 wheat cents found over 2 boxes, we did get 39. 10 in the first box and 29 in that box. What a dandy. For sake of time, because it's been a lot longer of a video, I'll just do a quick recap. Out of the 39 wheat cents, we got 3 from the teens, 1 from the 20s, and 2 from the 30s, a total of 6 of them pre-1940. All the rest were 40s and 50s. A ton of Canadians here. 31 Canadian cents. And the Panamanian Centesimo coin. We got a bunch of 59s. A couple of nice dandies. Only one 69S, not the DDO. And quite a bit of copper. I think I'll weigh that up in pounds and tell you what that amounts to when the cup's about 4/5 of the way full. Let me go through the finds really quickly and see if we have any additions or upgrades to the album. We have combed through the finds, and we had a better set of additions and upgrades than I actually thought. We actually added 3. We added the 1955S, which I kind of knew we would need. We also needed, which I didn't know, was the 45S, so we added it. And I thought I had a 1919, but I didn't, so I had to use that damaged one, but it's a 1919 nonetheless, and we added that one as well. That puts us at 160 out of 234 spots filled in this Lincoln cent album, and that makes me happy. On top of that, we upgraded the 52S, the 47P, the 35P, and the 1918P. The 1918P wasn't a great upgrade, as you can see, but we needed to upgrade it because the one that we had in the book was a little more slick on both the front and the back and had damage as well. So I went ahead and upgraded that. For those wondering about the copper, we had 3 pounds and 13 ounces of 95% copper. When I do the math, it comes out to just over 3.5 pounds. I think it was 3.6 to be honest, but 3.5 pounds of copper from that one box, and the other one was slightly less. So I would estimate that we had right around 7 pounds of copper for the 2-box hunt. At the end of the day, book's getting closer and closer to being complete. We're still far from it, but we also had some upgrades, so it's also nicer. If you're enjoying this penny hunt and fill series, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.